Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Coffee and Catholicism, where we talk a little bit about Catholicism and just different topics. And today we're going to be talking about fashion and faith. I'm so excited to have Gabby here. She owns an absolutely amazing business. And if you want to take the floor and kind of talk about who you are, your company, everything you do.
Yeah, so hey guys, my name is Gabby and I own a small business with my husband and it's called Gabrielle Isabel, and we started about a year ago, almost 2 years in March, which is kind of crazy that time is going by so fast. But I wanted to really start this because especially in college, I would go shopping and then go into stores, try things on, and things wouldn't fit me. Things would be low cut. There would be cuts in like weird places where they shouldn't be. So I really wanted to create something of my own. And then my husband has a background with digital media. So he loves photography, video editing. So I'm like, okay, this is like a perfect pairing. Let's do something. So this is why we came up with Gabrielle Isabel, and it's been great so far. We've been meeting amazing people along the way. And now we're in Dallas. We've been here for about 2 years now, and we love Dallas. It's growing. We've been meeting amazing people. We're from Florida, West Palm Beach area. But we have been loving this store journey so far, and let's just see where God takes us on this journey.
It was cool. When I met your husband, I came home because Gabby and I met at an event, this soiree, which I didn't know how glam it was going to be. And I showed up in a sweater and jeans, and I was like, oh no, this is like a soiree.
These are the moms.
These are the moms event. But I met your husband, and I loved how he was so equally excited about your business as you were. I came home and I was like, Sam, this is so cool. Like all these husbands were like, I don't know, just like so hype about their wife's business, which obviously Sam is too. But it was just really cool to see like the husband's passion. So, okay, so talk a little bit about what made you want to start the company. I know you touched on like cuts and stuff, but like how's that tie into your faith, and where'd you get the name and everything?
Yeah, so I would say I started to get more involved in my faith in college. So I joined the Catholic campus ministry on campus, and there I went on retreats, I went on talks, and there was a sister that talked about modesty, which I didn't know was like a thing. Like, how can we combine our faith with our fashion? Like, I thought that was two different things. And she started talking about it, and I was like, okay, wow, like our faith does involve like every aspect of our life, even the clothing that we wear. And something that I love to tell people is that modesty is a virtue. It's something that God has given us and entrusted us to have, and it's something we should like take care of, especially something that we put on our body. So then that's kind of like how my modesty journey came about in college. And then again, after college, we got married, and that's kind of how Gabrielle Isabel came about. And Gabrielle, the name, is my great-grandma's name, and then my middle name, Isabel, is my mom.
Oh,
cute. So I like to do something for my mom. And my mom worked in retail her whole life, so I was kind of in that environment growing up. She would dress me in like 5 different outfits a day, and we would do like a little fashion show in the living room, take pictures. But she really sparked my idea with fashion, and from then I love going shopping. I can be shopping 24/7. It's kind of a problem. But that's kind of how our journey began with the store, and we absolutely love it so far.
We still have to go to the Dallas
market. There's this huge market in Dallas. It's like I think 10 floors of like vendors, like furniture, home decor, clothing, jewelry, everything. So Dallas is the place to be if you have a small business.
I'm so excited. I was telling Gabby, I tried venturing into clothing, and I quickly realized the beast that it is. It's a lot. Like whenever people start a boutique or like online clothing, I am like, props to you, because it is hard.
Even storage in our apartment.
So how do you guys do that?
So we lived in a 1-bedroom, 1-bath last year. So we had like this big storage rack in our bedroom where we had like bins of just clothing. But now we moved to like a 2-bedroom, so like a little office space where we just keep everything.
That's
because
amazing.
It's a lot of inventory you just keep and keep track. Like, it's just a lot to handle.
What you guys don't see on the other side of this camera is like piles of
That's literally my room.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And it was funny when Sam and I were looking for an apartment, I said, like, we need a 2-bedroom.
You need it. Yeah.
And it was like, well, is it in the budget? And I was like, I don't think Hippity is going to fit. And he's like, well, it could go in the living room. And I was like, it could, but like the feng shui of the space.
What if people come over? I don't want them to see
it's
that.
A living room.
Exactly.
Yes. So I agree. Yeah. You need a second bedroom for your business.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, it's chaotic.
It's being crazy. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So how has your business helped women in their journey with modesty, and how have you seen it play into your journey?
Yeah. So at first, I didn't really know how many people struggled with, finding modest fashion. I knew my friends did in college and stuff. So when we started this store and got feedback on people who were buying the clothing, I'm like, wow, there really is a need for modest fashion in this world, especially in the secular world where people think that like showing more of your body makes you more confident. Like it's the opposite. I'm like, no, that's not really like how it is. So with creating this brand, we kind of, shine a light of the modest clothing and how important it is to live the modest life in this secular world, which has been, again, great so far. And seeing people wear our clothing, tagging us, posting about it, I'm like, wow, like it makes my day, like it makes me so happy seeing people like actually wear our clothing. And especially meeting people, like the events that we do in person, like meeting people, talking to them, like getting their feedback, like what they like, what they don't like, and kind of incorporating that back into our company has been like the greatest so far.
That's amazing. Yeah. So was modesty something that you quickly adapted? Because I know personally it was something, I remember when I was younger, my mom was like, cover up. And I was like, Mom, if you got it,
exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And even as I started getting stronger into my relationship with Jesus and my faith, and then soon becoming Catholic, I felt like deeper conviction into being modest, but still wanted to like push back because of all the clothes, right? Like everything, a lot of things that are trendy have these cutouts and things that, can look cute. But then it's like, how does that, like align with like what the church teaches on like honoring our bodies?
Yeah. So a lot of, I think I learned in my modesty journey. I'm still on my modesty journey. I think everyone has their own start and end to their modesty journey. But number one is like getting that relationship with God. Once you have that great relationship with Him, your modest clothing will kind of align to that. Like it'll come naturally to you. Like you would want to dress modestly. You know what I mean? So like in college, wasn't really invested in my faith. Like I started to grow little by little. But once I started to go to retreats, talk to sisters, I'm like, wow, like I want to dress modestly. Like it gets me excited to like get up and like put an outfit together. So I would say number one is just growing that relationship that you have with Him. Like once you have that, everything else will fall in line.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. I love that. Yeah. And so true with everything in life.
Yeah.
So as Catholics, how can we help our culture see the beauty in modesty?
Ooh.
Spicy.
Like, yeah, that's a hard one. Like I said, in this secular world, in this culture right now, is that the more body you show, the more confident you are. But no, that's not the case. There's this quote, I have it on my phone, I don't want to butcher it, that one of the sisters showed me on our retreat, and I'm like, oh gosh, that's so true. Because in high school, I would dress this way because I'm like, oh, I want all the guys to like look at me, and like I want a boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. But then she gave me this quote, which is, when a woman veils her body in modesty, she is not hiding herself from men. She is revealing her dignity to them. So once a guy sees you dressing modestly, they're looking at you, who you are as a person, instead of them looking at your body first. You know what I mean? So they need to dig in deeper to see who you are instead of looking at like the outside, you know? When she showed me that quote, I'm like, gosh, like this is like mind blowing, because like in high school I wasn't thinking that. Like I was thinking the opposite. But yeah, that's kind of have been like my modest journey, and it's been great. And
and the thing is, nobody some girls are blessed with the not conviction even. I think some girls just do like to dress modestly. Like it is, like I would say Madewell is a great store that like embodies for the most part like modesty to some extent. And And so some girls definitely like naturally do love that, but I think it's hard when like, you know, just naturally some people's styles are more out there, I guess.
Exactly. And then a lot of people are saying like modest clothing is like frumpy, like it's grandma-like, blah, blah, blah. But like you can get a tank top, just add like a little turtleneck under it, throw it on top, and it's layered, and it looks like you put so much work into your outfit, but you actually didn't, you know?
Well, and if anyone needs any really cute modest clothes, go to Gaby
Thank you.
Because this top, okay, let's talk about this top, because this is my favorite top that she has, and I don't know I haven't bought it yet, but it is literally so cute.
Thank you.
Talk about it, talk about the name.
Yes, so it's called Mory top, so remember your death. And of course it's black, and we have this little bow detail. Bows have been like the rave so far. So we have these little bow details. The top one opened, and then we have this little lace detail throughout the top of the top, and then we have a little puff sleeve, then again that lace detail on the sleeve. But yeah, we try to incorporate faith into our fashion. Like our first collection was named the Saints collection, so we named each piece after the saints. So we have like the Gemma jumpsuit, which is like this colorful floral piece. We have a CC top, which is white and it has like a little lace detail on top. So yeah, and then we have the St. Joseph top, where we added like a little St. Joseph medal into the piece. So if you are wearing it and someone's like, what is that on your shoulder? And you're like, oh, it's St. Joseph. And they're like, who? And you're like, oh, I can explain who St. Joseph is, and this is my faith. You know, it's kind of a little spark into the Catholic world if you're with someone who doesn't.
So good. And I loved, so she also launched some pajamas that also had, what did you put on it?
So it's a Secret Heart pajamas. So we have a little pin on the bottom of the bottoms of the PJs, and so when you wear it, you just have the little Sacred Heart by you.
That's so
24/7.
So for all the people that aren't Catholic, or maybe just don't know, what is Memento Mori? Do you want to explain a little bit?
So Memento Mori is remember your death. So again, in this world, a lot of people are scared about talking about death and the afterlife and all those things, and it's like, no, like death is a good thing. Like we are talking about it because when eventually, hopefully, when we get into heaven, we get to meet him and meet Mary, and it's a light at the end of the tunnel, I guess, if that makes sense. So remember your death is kind of just like, oh, kind of little spark of, hey, like death isn't a bad thing. Like let's bring a light to this darkness that we think about it right now.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, before I became Catholic, I definitely, and it's still something I'm processing through, is like death, and Sam does such an amazing job like meditating on it daily. But I think Memento Mori, like learning the history of it and like where it came from, and just like the meditation behind it is so powerful and beautiful, because that's something I'd never done
before that. Like it's a scary thing to think about, you know? But
it's so scary. Okay, what advice do you have to the woman that wants to start their journey into dressing modestly?
I would say, like I said before, number one is strengthen that relationship you have with him, because once you do that, everything else will fall in line, and not just modesty in your daily life, like prayer life, you meeting friends, you going out, you being with your family, that will really impact your life. And then with the modesty, including faith into your modesty life, I would say try to step out of your comfort zone a little bit. Like if you usually wear like V-neck tops, like try to do something a little bit more like high neck and see how that feels on you, or like a high-waisted jean, and then from there kind of incorporating your personal style into that piece. Because you can have fun with your clothing even if you dress modestly. And especially layering, which I think layering is so cute, because like people think people think you put so much effort into your outfit. Again, it's like, no, I didn't. Like I just threw this on, I threw this dress on, I threw this coat on. But yeah, I think that's number one with like just starting your modest journey, is just asking God for his light into your world and how you can show other people his life into your world while you're wearing the modest clothing. Yeah,
that's so good. I know I did this summer program in college where we had to wear one pieces, and a lot of people thought we were Mormon.
Oh my gosh.
But it was, a lot of girls had troubles with it because they were like, I don't understand why I have to wear one pieces. But at the end of the summer, we were like, this is awesome.
Oh,
like, we
I
feel
love that.
so beautiful. And like you were saying, like not defined by like what we were wearing, but by the dignity that we have as women.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, last question. What is your favorite part about Catholicism?
There's so many things. I would say how true the Catholic Church is, and how we don't sugarcoat it. Like, we tell it how it is, basically, like the good and the bad. Like, we don't hide the bad. We tell it how it is, and how, I guess, friendly people are in the Catholic Church. Like, we moved to Dallas, we didn't know anyone.
Yeah.
And we go to St. Thomas Aquinas, and when we started to go there, everyone has been so sweet. They just got a new priest there, Father Ryan. He has been the sweetest. He is the best. We love his homilies, and we just love being around other Catholics who believe the same thing that we do, and just so friendly. And we have built so many great friendships with the people that we've met at St. Thomas, and it's been so great.
Yeah, St. Thomas is amazing. I love their 7:30 p.m.
the night mass.
Their music
it's
is
so amazing. Yeah.
And I think that's something I've been surprised by too, is how many like on fire Catholics there are in Dallas.
Gosh. Yeah, there's so many young adults in Dallas is crazy.
Yeah, it's so fun. It was so fun chatting with you and just touching on modesty and what that looks like as a business owner. I hope you guys learned a little bit about modesty, a little bit more about Catholicism, and maybe how to deepen your conviction in modesty, your relationship with God through modesty, and all the things. And we'll see you guys next Thursday. Bye.